Hi everyone, my name is April. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. I love doing budget-friendly farmhouse DIYs on this channel. I do thrift store makeovers, trash to treasures, and Dollar Tree DIYs. Today we are doing 3 thrift store makeovers. I did use some Dollar Tree supplies on one of them. I'm just really into the white farmhouse look right now. I was using color for a while, but I'm just back into the traditional look. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. So makeover number 1 is going to be a farmhouse frame. Now, if you guys are already subscribed to my channel, you might remember when I found this frame at the Goodwill, and I had just received my first shipment of Dixie Belle paint. I was so excited, and so I tried it out for the first time and I painted this frame. I used the color drop cloth and I think it was vintage duck egg, and it turned out really pretty. I just love like empty frames, so I took out the picture, and I just think that you can create really pretty decor with just, you know, basic frames. But I saw something on Pinterest recently and I wanted to try to recreate it, and so I thought I would use this frame to do that and just sort of make it over again. So I painted it white. I'm just using Waverly chalk paint in the color white, and then I took some black Waverly paint, just black ink paint, and I put it on a cloth, and I just, you can tell I kind of I'm unsure of what I'm doing. I do have black wax, but I'm scared to use it. I haven't like really used it yet. I tried it a couple times and it just didn't turn out good, so I just decided to kind of dab some paint on to try to give the same look, and it turned out okay. So that's what I did there. And then I do have some chicken wire here. This is actually craft wire. You can get it at Hobby Lobby. And I used my Dollar Tree wire cutters, and oh my gosh, this stuff is such a pain to use. I always cut my arms up every single time. And then I have this little staple gun that I got at Home Depot and just stapled it on the back. And then I have this little wreath, and the little heart comes in a pack of like 3 or 4 from Dollar Tree in their Crafter Square section, and then some jute twine, and I don't show it, oh, and some craft wire as well from Dollar Tree, and I don't show it, but I hot glued the jute twine to the back of the frame. And then this is some like lace ribbon from Dollar Tree. And like I said, I saw this on Pinterest. I just thought it was really pretty. I guess this could be considered shabby chic as well, but this is how it turned out. Really quick before we move on, I wanted to let you know that this video is in collaboration with Holly over at Hot Humble Pie. You guys, she is like my favorite new channel. She's pretty new, only has a handful of videos, already at 20,000 subscribers. She is amazing. I mean, that says a lot. I love her DIYs. She does farmhouse DIYs. She's done a few boho DIYs, and as soon as I watched one of her videos, I fell in love. She is so sweet, so kind, and so talented. So please go check her out and tell her you came from my channel. You will not be disappointed. Makeover number 2 is going to be a farmhouse basket. So out into my garage off of my craft room, I have this pile of thrifted stuff, which I kind of talked more about in my last video and how much of a mess my garage is right now. But I have this picnic basket. I actually got it several months ago. I did pay $12 for it. I can't even believe that I paid $12 for it. To me, that is like crazy expensive for a thrifted item. I'm the kind of person that likes to find things for like $1 or $2, or, you know, like not over $5. So I did pay a lot for this, and I am going to paint over it, you guys. So if you're somebody who doesn't like to see older things being painted, I'm so sorry, but I do paint everything on this channel. It looks older to me. I didn't Google that name, so maybe that will tell me how old it is. Now, if this was like, you know, a real like antique, of course I wouldn't paint over it, but something like this, you know, they were getting rid of it. I bought it. It's mine now. So that's the look that I like. I do want it to look the way that I want it to look anyway. On and on and on. So, sorry. I'm just dry brushing on the Waverly White chalk paint. I want to give it a good coat, but I still want to see some of that wood color showing through, except for the handles. I did kind of give the handles a more solid coat. And then I created this little key decal with my Cricut. And I actually meant to print it bigger. I was going to put it on the top. Then I thought, well, let's go ahead and try to put it on the front. And I actually think it turned out pretty cute. But as always, I like to know what you guys think. So do you guys like this or not? I know it's kind of a little bit different, but I love skeleton keys. I love Farmhouse. I think they go together. So I like it. Makeover number 3, the final makeover, is going to be this Farmhouse Clock. Now, I just found this at the Goodwill literally, I don't know, 2 or 3 days ago. And I was actually going to do this video completely different, and then I found this clock. I think it's so pretty. I love the outside detail. I think it's just beautiful, and I did pay $5.99 for it. Again, I'm like in my mind thinking, oh my gosh, that's way too expensive. But everybody else tells me, April, no, it's just you. Like, prices are just higher now. You just, get used to it. So I guess I need to get used to it, but I'm just not. So I took some black paint. It's just basic ink. It's called ink, but it's black paint by Waverly. And my plan was to put one coat of black and then paint over it with white. And then when I distressed it, I was hoping that the black would show through, which it did. So that worked out good. So that was the reason for painting it black first. And then I put one pretty solid coat of white. And I thought about making some numbers with my Cricut and keeping it as a clock and just doing a pretty design on the front. But I decided just to turn it into more of like a sign, or like a sign, I guess. And so that's why I painted over the front of it, because I plan on using my Cricut to make a decal. But anyway, this is how it turned out after I painted it. And then I just took a little piece of sandpaper and just sanded all of the little details, all of the little high spots, so that that black would show through. And like I said, it did work out pretty good. You can see the black showing through. Just makes the details look really pretty. And then I got on my Cricut and created a decal, 3 decals. I wanted it to say Farm Sweet Farm. There's that saying, instead of like Home Sweet Home, there's Farm Sweet Farm. You see it a lot in Farmhouse Decor. And I've never done arched words, so I kind of use my hands to like measure, and then like I put my hands down on the front of the clock to make sure I got them curved the right amount, and it worked out pretty good. I mean, they're not perfect, but I think it turned out pretty good. So I just put the decals on, and I think it looks really cute. I think my word sweet could have been a little bit bigger, but I think it's cute. And then I just took some white paint and black paint and mixed it together, and I just wanted to give a little bit of dimension on the front, so it wasn't just so flat white, and so it looked a little more distressed, and so the words didn't look so much like a decal, maybe more like a stencil. And this is how it turned out. I think it turned out really pretty. I hope you guys like the 3 farmhouse makeovers. Don't forget to check out Holly from Hot Humble Pie. You will fall in love with her. And if you're interested in my garden, stick around for a garden update. So here is a little update on my raised bed right outside of my garage. As you step outside of my garage, I have a few little tomatoes growing. These are my morning glories. They're really starting to vine out. And this is a few of you guys told me what this was called, and I can't remember, but it's blooming, which is really pretty. And that little plant died. I think it's just too hot right there, because I do water it every day, but it just burned up. Those are my little sunflowers. And then out into the garden, I'll show you how everything is growing. It's amazing how fast everything can grow in a week because I'm filming these updates every week. You know, I film this just a few days before I post, and so these are my zinnias. They're starting to get pretty big. And into the garden, of course, I don't think I'll ever get that sign hung back up. It's supposed to be hanging, but it looks cute there too, so I'm fine with it down there if I don't ever get a rope on it. Out into the garden, these are my tomatoes, cucumbers, all of that stuff. And I am getting a few little tomatoes. My tomato plants just are not doing great. They should be a lot more healthy looking in my opinion. And those are my little sunflowers. Those really sprouted and are starting to get tall. Those will be giant sunflowers, so it's kind of a weird spot for them, but they just washed down, like the seeds washed down. So I just let them grow. I have little teeny tiny cucumbers. My cucumber plants are not doing good, but that one is starting to look a little better. The bugs are just eating everything up, and I did put bug killer on everything, but there's just a lot of bugs apparently. Those are my little pumpkins, which I'm super excited about because I'll have stuff to harvest in October. And these are my zucchini. Everything's looking the same, just bigger, of course. We had a lot of rain. I think it was last weekend we had a lot of rain and then sun, so it just made everything shoot up, and so it was really good for the garden. And I really enjoy, you guys, I really appreciate when you share your garden with me in the comments. I really like hearing about your garden, and it's so fun to read your comments. So thank you so much for continuing to leave sweet comments on my videos. I truly love you guys and appreciate you. And oh, look, my little corn has the little, not the husk, but what is that called? I don't know what it's called, like the hair part that's sticking out. So that is it. That is how everything is looking. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe if you're interested. Give this video a thumbs up. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.